Hey, good morning, folks. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa, and good morning. Let's talk some weather. How does that sound? Hey, did I pique your interest when I said 4 days in a row? 4 days in a row of 60-degree plus temperatures. Now, that's not for all of Michigan. That's for about the southern half of lower Michigan. Let's call it from about Saginaw to Grand Rapids, maybe a little north of Grand Rapids, maybe Big Rapids, and points all southward. We do have some warmer temperatures on the way. So today, a little sneaky. Hey, your phone app probably says cloudy, but I want to warn you that there could be some lake effect rain showers. I'll show you that here in just a moment. And we will have those stubborn clouds starting to break up today, and then the sunshine is back for several days, and we will have some warmer temperatures. And you know what I like about this warm up? It's not an absurd warm up. That's a little overdone too when you shoot into the 70s and 80s. This is about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than normal, and something where you can get outside in your yard, social distancing, and get some things accomplished. So we should all have some pretty nice yards by the time we get to everything greening up. Hey, let's say hi to folks before we get going. Good morning, Evie and Annie Burt. Good morning. Putting a rubber coating on an RV roof. Go for it. Patricia Mayville, yes, we all need some good news. And here it is in the weather department. Steve Matthews checking in from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Don't they have a meteorologist in Indiana for you? I'm just kidding you, buddy. We're there for you. I'll remember that if there's something to talk about in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Lake effect rain showers. No. Stan Hubble says, thought that was just snow. No, you can get that same temperature contrast causing precipitation. It's just warm enough for a rain instead of snow. All right, let's get to it. And here we go. So here's the radar, and it's not real picturesque as far as showing where rainfall is, but you could see like off of Grand Traverse Bay through Grand Traverse County, Wexford County, some spotty showers. And that's the sneaky signal that some snow or some rain showers could occur coming in from the northeast. So where would that happen? That would happen in the thumb, around the Saginaw Bay area, northeast side, the Sunrise side. You could get a few spurts of showers here or there, I would say through about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Here's the satellite photo, and maybe not real easy to pick out Michigan. Hopefully you could see the outlines there, but I wanted to show you that there is some hope. The clouds are breaking up over Lake Huron, and those clouds, as they break up, will start to give us a little bit of afternoon sunshine on the way. Hey, nice crowd this morning, over 600 of us. Good morning. So here's our high resolution model that will show spotty showers. And we go into 11 and noon and 1 and 2, and you can see the little speckles show up on the radar forecast. This is a model that forecasts in the future. By the way, you know, the COVID-19 briefings that we get in the evening, they always talk about models. And I loved it yesterday when the Dr. Fauci, I think is his last name, he was talking, the reporters were asking, why do the models change so much from day to day? We've been working with that for years. They change, and we tell you, well, this is different. And then he said, well, we're putting more and more inputs, more and more data to start the model. And that's the key, one of the keys to a model. I mean, in weather, a model has to have good physics and know how to forecast things, but it also has to have a good initialization point, all of the data that you put into it. And that's why we figure the European model is better, because they do take more time and spend more energy and money in putting inputs into the beginning of the model run. And hopefully that will be getting better for the U.S. But there's my little thought on the correlation, between the COVID-19 models and the weather models. Although I would say that the COVID-19 models are probably more, they're simpler. Okay, there aren't as many variables. There's 100 or more variables in weather. These models that they run for the COVID-19 are probably, um, you know, I don't know, 5 or 10 variables in them. So you can see we could have a brief rain shower as we get through the afternoon. All right, now let's look at all the squiggly lines. Okay, sorry, because that's what we do as meteorologists. We look at a lot of squiggly lines. And I'll show you when the next rainfall comes. After our little spurts today that could be in the thumb, could even make it into Detroit or Ann Arbor, or Oakland County in the afternoon, just a spurt here or there. And now we're into tomorrow, and we should have pretty decent weather. Light winds, too. I like that about this kind of pattern. Now we're through Friday, and it's dry. If we all weren't stuck at home, I'd say, hey, this is a work skipper Friday. Of course, I guess you can still skip work from the home office and go outside in the yard and rake the leaves or have some fun. All right, someone's planting peas. Rick White, you got it right on time, buddy. Peas, spinach, potatoes, hopefully going in the Toro Grosso garden this weekend. This is Saturday evening and then Saturday night and Sunday. So we will have some showers coming through this weekend. And then the next system would be on the way by about Tuesday. A little closer of a look for you here. So we're Thursday and we're Friday. We're dry. You don't see those black squiggly lines. Those are called isobars. They're show us how much wind will be around. And when you don't see many of those over lower Michigan, you don't have a whole lot of wind. So that's another nice feature of this is the sun comes out, the temperature warms up, and you don't get blasted by a canceling wind of 20 miles an hour, okay? And let's see. Yeah, no, I was thinking about some April Fool's jokes, but it's just not appropriate at this time in our lives, right? Okay, so here's Saturday evening, Saturday night, Sunday morning and afternoon. So we will watch this. It might turn out to be a wet period in the southern half of lower Michigan as we get into the second half of the weekend. But let's dwell on the positive. Okay, I told you, I teased you a little bit. That's a term from my old television days. We used to tease people. Coming up next. Okay, so here's the tease. 4 days in a row of 60-degree temperatures. Here's today, still cool. We're fighting to get the sunshine. Temperatures in the upper 40s in a lot of places. Now here's tomorrow. We get the sunshine. Temperatures jump to the mid-50s. Grand Rapids, Ann Arbor, even Flint. Definitely Detroit and Jackson, Kalamazoo. Even in the north, you'll be into the 50 to 55 degree range. And then we start our 60s. Here's Friday, west side of the state. Here's Saturday, south and eastern side of the state, about 60. Here's Sunday, 60, 61-ish. Here's Monday, 62, 63-ish. Here's Tuesday. Hey, let's frame that and put it up on the wall, right? Good looking picture. So, in other words, the temperatures will slowly warm a couple of degrees every day. And it looks like it might last a while. Here's the 6 to 10 day forecast. You know, the darker the red, the higher your chance of warmer than normal temperatures. Not necessarily the warmer it will be above normal, but the warmer it is also, the greater the chance that it will be warmer than normal. So you can kind of put the two and two together. In other words, we have mild conditions at least coming probably for the next 10 days before we see any sort of cool down. And we will get cool downs. We will get frosts. Will we get snowflakes? We might even still get a snowflake or two. Cold air is there that it's certainly possible. So there you have it. We're slowly shaking the Michigan gray sky blues. I'm thinking if there was a blues person out there that wanted to work with me, I could get my harmonica out. You could get your blues guitar out, and we could write a song about the gray sky blues here in Michigan. How would that be? Let's do it. Private message me or email me or something. Track me down. So track me down and we'll figure something out. We'll write something. How's that sound? And join the Michigan Weather Group on Facebook. It's all weather. It's not politics. It's not all that other stuff. It's the important thing, weather. All right. Have yourselves a great Wednesday already. Stay safe. And I'm doing my part. I'm staying isolated. You do your part too. You know, in my forecasting mind of looking out in the future on uncertainty, the one thing we know is that if we stay isolated, this virus and disease will slow down, and eventually the math will add up that we'll see that curve start to go down. As they say, you know, it's probably still 7, 10, 14 days out or something like that. So stay safe. We'll keep connected here on MLive, and you have yourselves a great Wednesday. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.